have to organize, organize, organize. Do away with all the lies, all the lies, all the lies. They coming with the Magnum, the Glock, and the 45. Organize, organize, organize. Yes, we have to organize, organize, organize. Do away with all the lies, all the lies, all the lies. They coming with the Magnum, the Glock, and the 45. In between the protests, we protest and realize. Yes, we have to organize, organize, organize. Do away with all the lies, all the lies, all the lies. They coming with the tear gas and Glocks and the 45. In between the protests, we protest and realize. Realize that we have already been here before. Protests in the streets cause we see and we all at war. Burning police cars and we shooting, looting these stores. You may not agree, but you see they changing these laws. The only thing they understand now is a city burning. They acting like they shocked with these cops, they just learning. Seeing Mr. Floyd on the ground, it got them squirming. Now we can see they are the Nazis, we the German blacks. Organize, organize, organize. Do away with all the lies, all the lies, all the lies. They coming with the Magnum, the Glock, and the 45. In between the protests, we protest and realize. Yes, we have to organize, organize, organize. Do away with all the lies, all the lies, all the lies. They coming with the tear gas and Glocks and the 45. In between the protests, we protest and realize. Yeah, we always wake up but then we go back to sleep again. In between the protests is when we be getting weak again. We hear about the loot and another shooting this week again. This gives the police another excuse to hit the streets again. White police, black population can never be a friend. Our mothers and our fathers and our families, they be seizing them. They the overseers, we the SLAVEs to them. We gotta rise to the level where we ain't needing them. Everybody organize, organize, organize. Do away with all the lies, all the lies, all the lies. They coming with the Magnum, the Glock, and the 45. In between the protests, we protest and realize. Yes, we have to organize, organize, organize. Do away with all the lies, all the lies, all the lies. They coming with the tear gas and Glocks and the 45. In between the protests, we protest and realize. Yes, you have to follow me, follow me, follow me. It's my philosophy that white law monopoly makes democracy hypocrisy. In a capitalist economy, it's no democracy. I demand a return of my sovereignty, no apology. Independence, autonomy, no need to mommy me. I could run my own country if you could just stop bombing me. Give me my land back, give me my gold back. My heritage, my birthright, you outright stole that. Organize, organize, organize. Do away with all the lies, all the lies, all the lies. They coming with the Magnum, the Glock, and the 45. In between the protests, we protest and realize. Yes, we have been organized, organized, organized. Do away with all the lies, all the lies, all the lies. They coming with the tear gas, Glocks, and 45. In between the protests, we protest and realize. I'ma tell you the truth though. Really? I like to read a lot. Books be uplifting me. Words help you see a lot. This book was a gift to me. Chuck D presents this day in rap and hip-hop history. It's a reference book. It puts important dates in a list for me. Jamel Shabazz, A Time Before Crack. A photographic history of hip-hop from way, way back. Here's Martha Cooper's hip-hop files. Charlie Ahern, Wild Style. And 50 Cent's 50th Law. I used to read this to my child. Sometimes I look at my library and I smile. Cause if I can't find it on the shelf, I know it's there in my file. Meanwhile, there's other books with other hooks and outlooks. I like to cook, so I read about cooks. I can't live without books. I like books, I recite books, I even write books a lot. Science of rap, ruminations, gospel of hip-hop. But let me spit a quick list, a book list that's really short. The first book that you should get is really a passport. Travel, that's key, but the books can unlock it. Unlock your mind by reading lines of new topics. Place your optics on books of real black knowledge. Beginning with Carter G. Woodson, I'm paying homage. His book, Miseducation of the Negro, is essential for freeing your mind from the slavery that is mental. Turn up this instrumental, you ain't dealing with an amateur. I'm reading Walter Rodney, How Europe Undeveloped Africa. That's the man to thank, high rank. Let's look at the birth of black.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? this fine Wednesday morning. I hope everyone's doing spectacular. Let me throw on an instrumental right quick. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, I like that one. So you know how we like to start? With the morning prayers. Episode 57, How to Stay Motivated on the Cymarshall Law Show. Hope y'all feeling good this morning. Let's start out with the morning prayer. Good vibes, positive energy. Like this. Universal God, cosmic intelligence, great architect, Jah, the Most High. Thank you for allowing us to wake up today, full of love and positive energy. Thank you for allowing us to vibrate with good energy. Thank you for all the love inside of us. Thank you for our inner peace. Thank you for our inner happiness. Universal gods, thank you for today. Thank you for yesterday. Thank you for tomorrow. Universal gods, thank you for our families. Thank you for our friends. Thank you for love. Thank you for laughter. Thank you for joy. Thank you for passion. Thank you for compassion. Thank you for empathy. Thank you for success. Thank you for progress. Thank you for growing up and becoming more. Universal gods, thank you for the sun shining on us every day. Universals, thank you for the moon glowing on us every night. Thank you for the house that we're able to sleep in, the roof that we have over our head. Thank you for the opportunities that you allow us to have. Universal God, we thank you. We thank you. We thank you for our health, our wealth, and our knowledge of self. God, thank you. We can't thank you enough. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Amen. Amen to that. Let me make sure we record in here. Word. See, yeah, how y'all doing today? I'm doing pretty good myself. Today's show obviously is called How to Stay Motivated, and I just want to continue to keep on here giving you guys the best information I could possibly give you from my heart and soul and body, and things that I actually tell, my own family, and things that people that I love. Oh, Kool Kim hit me. Let me see what he's talking about. All right, cool. Kool Kim is going to join the show in about 7 minutes. So the topic of today's show is how to stay motivated. And I feel as though there are several ways to stay motivated. But the first thing you want to ask yourself is what you're trying to stay motivated for. Like, what are you doing? And I feel like you have to make sure whatever goal it is that you have, that it is your own goal. Because I feel like a lot of times people decide to do things based on what is popular or based on what society is telling them they have to do. And I feel like you get caught in a trap that way, because when you really love something, you feel connected to it. So whatever it is you're doing, make sure your goal is not your own, and it's not like an idea or something you got from somewhere else. Make sure it comes from your heart. Whatever it is you're working on, make sure it's yours, nobody else's. And once it's yours, no one's going to treat it as good as you. So that's number one, to stay motivated. Number two, I would say, for me to stay motivated is doing what you love. I know it sounds really simple, but I feel like a lot of people don't do this. Every day, they go to their regular jobs. They probably don't love it. How many people do you know that don't love their jobs? You know what I'm saying? It's mad hard to stay motivated if you're doing something you don't love. It's hard to do anything. It's hard to stay in a relationship if you don't love that other person, or if you don't feel some type of like towards that other person. So I'm certainly not going to be motivated if I'm doing anything and I don't love it, if I'm not passionate about it. For instance, I'm here with y'all at 6:09 in the morning, full of energy, even though I have this coffee right here. No, I say it's just green tea in my Marvel superhero cup. Sure. Oh, I was saying though. Next, I would say surround yourself with people who are enthusiastic. You know how many times I've seen a good idea in like a group or sector, and then it died down because the third, fourth, or fifth person was unenthusiastic about it, and they just were negative. So it's like, who do you have in your corner to support what you're moving forward with? And if the person in your corner is not supporting you, if they're not enthusiastic about what you're doing too, if they really don't care about your passion as much as you might need a new corner. Or maybe not a new corner, but for what you're doing, you might need someone else who's at least as passionate as you, or has like the same sort of vision as you. Because when you're doing something alone, you might be able to do it alone. However, when you get into a situation where numbers mean something, meaning the vision of multiple people supporting one thing or being enthusiastic about Top Gun or enthusiastic about Cymarshall law is going to be more powerful than you alone trying to make something out of nothing. So you probably can do it on your own. However, if you have a team backing you, enthusiastic, loving what you do, it helps you to stay motivated because you guys are all on the same page. So whatever you're doing, whether you're doing making an album, whether you trying to be an actor, whatever it is you're doing, make sure your team, whether it's your manager, your friends, your family, if those people are around you all the time, make sure they're supportive of you, and it's going to help you to stay motivated. If you have Debbie Downers in your crew, they got to go. They got to go. Be out. Next, another way to stay motivated, I would say be motivated by the past. Be motivated by every time somebody told you no. Be motivated by every time somebody told you you can't, or every time somebody tried to put a door in your face. When I went to school, when I was in college, I was in, I think, psychology class, and they had something called negative and positive reinforcement. And positive reinforcement, it was like, when you're like, oh, Tommy, you're doing good. You can keep doing good. You know what I'm saying? You did this right. And you're only like pointing out the positive things, and that, motivate some people. And then there was negative reinforcement, where it's like you point out something negative and it kind of fires the person up, and you kind of have to know who you're talking to. So it's like you can be like, oh, you're a fat piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, and that would make you be motivated, but that might demotivate some people. So understand how you personally get motivated, and make sure you have people around you that are giving that certain type of motivation. Kim, are you there with me? My brother. I hear you now.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there we go. What up, fam?
My man. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling pretty lively, considering the way I left you last night.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm back to life, though.
You're motivated.
Yeah, I'm motivated.
Good. I love the message this morning, man. You firing me up right now. You heard?
No doubt.
It's awesome because the message really segues to, what made me call in today, the build and everything else going on, which is COLLAB LAB, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, tell the people about it.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really excited. One day I just it came to me to be like, yo, man, I want to do music with people. Actually it was Marky D from the Fat Boys Death that kind of made me really feel a sense of mortality. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, I want to touch as many people before I pass away. I want to make sure that I've had significant impact, really connected with people and left a positive legacy so I could be remembered in a good way. Right. And, part of that was just sharing my love for hip hop, man, a very, essential love for it. The camaraderie, the brilliance of it, the fun, the vibes, all of those good feelings you feel when you get to work with dope people and you got dope music. Right. And I wanted to share that with the larger body overall.
Right. So, you had the first joint with Sir Mix-a-Lot, right? To kind of tell us about that.
Yeah. Well, I did a joint with Sir Mix-a-Lot. It's crazy. It was like, just something to kind of let people see, yo, this is what it's about. Like, think about it. There's no reality, right? Where you get an A&R or a manager or an agent or anything else, record label or anything, where they say, yo, it'd be ill to collab between Kool Kim from the UMCs and Sir Mix-a-Lot. They never say that, Right. And then as a result, no one would have ever heard that heat. No one ever got fired up. Right. Sir Mix-a-Lot reached out to me how much he enjoyed that joint. It was dope.
That's dope. Shout out to Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Word. So we got a veer away. Word. Big ups to Sir Mix-a-Lot. Big ups to Sir Mix, because he reached out like a real G, man, real cool dude. And ultimately it's like this, man. We got to take back our power from these establishments and reclaim our culture. I didn't stay up at night, you know, at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock at night, recording, you know, pause tapes, catching everybody's lyrics and stuff like that, all them old songs years ago because of what the A&R said. It was because it moved me personally. I didn't go to Washington Square Park every day to cipher, you know what I'm saying, and go to Lyricist Lounge joints, even after having the #1 record, still being in the cipher, still being in the park, still being a backpacker because I love to rhyme and I love rhyming with people. So I'm really excited that tomorrow, 7 p.m. on Instagram Live, you and I will be doing our first official collab as a part of the COLLAB Lab. I cannot tell you how excited and honored I am.
I'll be killing the applause.
Yeah,
it's gonna be dope though. I can't wait. So tomorrow, 7 p.m. IG Live. Kool Kim and I from the UMCs, now known as NYOIL, are gonna make our first joint live and in the flesh. You'll get to see us writing, recording. You know what I'm saying? Check us out. You got one too? Oh man, you're fucking hilarious.
I still got some left over from last night, so I'm still in that zone right now. All right, yo, listen, I'm not gonna hold you, man. I know you got to rock and roll, man. You got big messages to share. You got big music to play, big tunes, big everything. I want to just tell everybody to keep checking out the Cymarshall Law Show. This is official. It's a dope show. I got hip to it. I'm hooked, and I hope everybody else is watching it, that I shared it with them on Facebook, that y'all get hooked too. Let's shake it out. It's time for dope people to do dope things with dope people. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood fly guy, Kool Kim, a.k.a. NYOIL the Ideal, and I approve this message. I love you, bro, and I will see you tomorrow, man, okay?
See you tomorrow, brother.
Right on, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Word up.
Already, man.
Kool Kim from the UMCs, NYOIL. Word up. Thank you, brother. Peace. Yeah, that's my guy right there. That's my guy. We got hooked up through a mutual friend. Peace to Eric, you know, for hooking us up. That's my guy. I got guys who got my back. And that's the thing with staying motivated. You got to have guys in your corner that have your back and are motivated with you. So that's, you know, that's synchronicity. That's synchronicity. You know what I'm saying? So you have to know who got your back. And I know who got my back. And you got to focus on, that's another thing, how to stay motivated. What you focus on is huge. Are you focusing on the things that are happening to you that you don't like? Or do you focus on, say, the positives? Because you have to focus on the people that support you. If you focus on the people that support you, or if you focus on the good things that are happening in your journey, the good things that happen in your journey will continue to grow. But if you continue to focus on the negative things in your journey, I'll give you one guess what's going to happen. You know, what you perceive is what you believe, and what you believe in turn is what you perceive. So it's like, if you keep focusing on the negative, it's definitely going to grow. You actually watering the flowers of negativity, my friend. Life is your garden, and what you focus on grows. So the more you focus on the negative, the more you get demotivated. So you got to just, you know, train your focus to keep people around you that keep you motivated. You know what I'm saying? Keep people around you that are epic. You want to have an epic life, keep people around you that are epic. You know what I'm saying? Other ways to stay motivated. I mean, I can go on and on and on. Let's do it. Expect the obstacles. The obstacles are going to come. Not only do you expect the obstacles, embrace them. Know that God gives his biggest challenges to his greatest warriors. You know what I'm saying? So if you go through obstacle after obstacle, pat yourself on the back and know that the Most High believes in you. He's giving you these problems because he know you the man. He know you the woman. He know you the conqueror. He know nothing that can defeat you. You know what I'm saying? So just keep fighting through when you're seeing these obstacles. These obstacles are not put in your path to stop you. Not at all. When you see an obstacle, it's the way you perceive it. And the way I perceive obstacles is that it just gives me a chance to grow. It gives me a chance to learn. If there's an obstacle, that means there's something that I don't know yet. So I should never be demotivated by an obstacle, because if there's an obstacle, it literally means there's something I need to understand. And if I'm able to understand that thing, then I can grow. And that should motivate me, because what I'm doing is what I love. So if I can grow at doing what I love, that should motivate me. It should motivate you. So if you take step number 1 in mind and make sure what you're doing is what you love and it's your own goal, yo, be honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? And expect the obstacles. And when the obstacles come, when you're doing what you love or shooting for your passion, just know you should almost be excited. If it's really your goal and really what you love, and then you get an obstacle, it's like, oh, this is what I love, but once I defeat this obstacle, I'm going to be greater at what I love doing. So these are some of the ways Cymarshall Law stays motivated, and I can, try to express to you to stay motivated in 2021, because I know we are struggling with motivation. Well, not me, but others are struggling with motivation. And if I can motivate one person today, I've done my job. So I'm giving my energy, my positive energy and love. And hopefully y'all can be receptive of that. So yeah, let's get into the joint of the day. An epic joint, a dynamic joint from a dope MC, a dope MC, a Queens MC. After the joint, we're gonna have Ace One to join, and we're gonna chop it up about Prodigy's book first, and then we're gonna go into the movie of the week, the HBO Max documentary Tina, all about Tina Turner. So yeah, my name is Cymarshall Law. This is the Cymarshall Law Show, episode 57. How to stay motivated. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. I hope y'all doing good on this Wednesday. Giving y'all love and positive energy. My name is Cymarshall Law. Subscribe, share, you know what it is. So let's go. Next joint. Let's go.
Are you guys really ready for this? This is how we get down. We got some Alkaline news.
Hold on. You know what? You can.
Hey yo, I'm from the city that never sleeps, so you know I stay up. When I rock, leave them shocked, tell them pick they face up. Down in the bay, but I remember where I came up, because it made me who I am, it made me step my game up. No longer a stranger, they say I'm appealing. Put my heart on the paper, in the cipher I reveal it. Can you feel it? They call me the calm before the storm. I'm the one burning it down when you barely getting warm. I'm the type that listen to an MC when he's spitting. If he represent the elements, he's furthering the mission. When a lady steps up, all trivial matters she's dismissing. But I kill an MC if he ain't playing his position. I call it tough love without negative intentions. Kill him in my dunks, I kill him in my 4 inches. He came with a freestyle and I killed him with a written. Spotted him with 16, then I killed him with a sentence. Man, listen, they call you the local anesthetic. You get on when the energy is hot, then you dead it. But me, see, they call me magnetic, cause when I'm rocking, forget it. You try to pull away, you regret it. I'm nothing like these other broads, quick to get naked. I'm trying to get hot off of this record, yeah. But you never see me bow or been shining ever since.
Come on, Cymarshall Law Show. Dynasty, what up?
Can't nobody stand close.
I only say things once, never twice. The boldest, livest
Dynasty
ever seen.
Can't nobody stand close.
I only say things once.
Hey yo, I'm from the city that never sleeps, and so you know I stay up. When I rock, leave them shocked, tell them pick they face up. Dudes sleep cause I rock heels and beats till I got with Premier and took it out to the street, yeah. I fall asleep with the pen in my hand, trying to catch a dream and turn it to definitive plans. Fly high, but the minute I land, I make history. While you still lost in the dream, still a mystery. You're only good for the moment like a quick fail. I finally understand why I'm such a big deal. They all spit about taking your man. I'm off that cause I'm over here taking your fans. Understand I'll be spitting like this till I'm an old wife. Standing in the kitchen washing dishes, spitting old lines. Spitting heavy, they ain't ready for the gold mine. I'm just $1.25, you can't hold mine. Got buzz cause I was killing them in '09. Took over the radio with ridiculous cosigns. Flow gritty but get pretty when it's showtime. So you know I'll be hitting your city up in no time. Just tell me where to be, I can handle any given audience, 100 or a handful. I give them a sample to see if they could hear me. Shining ever since Primo premiered me.
The boldest, livest
Dynasty
ever seen.
Can't nobody stand close.
I only say things once, never twice.
The boldest, livest
Dynasty
ever seen.
Can't nobody stand close.
I only say things once, never twice.
Hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Cymarshall Law Show. Hope y'all having a good morning or a good afternoon wherever you at. I know some people out in Belgium listening, some people out in France. Shout out to the whole European massive, the whole globe, the whole African, everywhere. Hope everyone's having a good, positive morning. Hope you're going to wake up and attack your goals. You know what I'm saying? These goals are going to try to whoop your ass, but I hope you fight back and make the day something you own. Make the day something. Matter of fact, don't follow life. Make life follow you. That's what I want you to do today. You know what I'm saying? Make the day something you own. Own today. When you go to sleep at night, I want you to go to sleep and be like, yeah, I did my thing today. I own today. Today didn't whoop my ass, I whooped today's ass. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what I mean about staying around people that motivate you. Because if you're around somebody later on and they're like, oh, I had a whack day today, you know, my day was trash, and they're giving you all their problems. As they're giving you all of their problems and not seeing the little things that might have made their day better, they're dragging you down with that negative energy. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to stay around positive people to stay motivated. Another way you can stay motivated is you should create a list of like a yes list. They call this thing a yes list because they say, AC's joining. Ace Wonder, good morning, my brother. Where you at? My brother. While he's joining, I'll keep talking about the yes list. So a yes list is like, you create a list of all the things you want to do in life, or all the things that you want to do to manifest your goal, to make it a reality. Make a list of all the things, and then create reasons why those things can happen. Like a yes list, like this is the obstacle, but why can it happen? You know what I'm saying? Peace, AC. What's going on, my guy? Good morning.
Good morning, my brother. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Like Tony the Tiger, my guy.
My man.
Yo, that hoodie's dope. You got the classic one. Yeah, you know what's messed up? I love that hoodie, and I don't have one for myself.
Oh, man. I'll press you up one, man. I'll go ahead and, start making these or send me some, put them out there for people.
That was the Hip Hop and the Soul 3 hoodie. That shit is classic.
Yeah,
but yo, I was just talking about today's show topic is called how to stay motivated. So I kind of had some things I thought about of how to tell people how to stay motivated. Have you ever heard of a yes list? I was just talking about yes lists.
Oh.
It's quickly explainable. It's like when you have a goal or something you're working on. Let me make sure that shit is low enough and I'm not screaming over this motherfucking instrumental. It's like when you have a goal or something you want to accomplish and you create a list of all your obstacles or things that might stop you from getting to your goal or your mission or whatever you have. And then with that list, you go step by step down the list and just create reasons why that you can get past those obstacles. Why, like, just create reasons why it can happen as opposed to why it can't happen. Like, you can see what the obstacle is, but create a list of why everything can work, like a yes list. Like, yes, it can happen because of this. Like, and it's in opposition to you thinking about all the reasons why it can't happen. Like, why can it happen? It's like someone saying, why not to why, it can happen. So, yeah.
I love that idea. That's what I always tell people about, the being optimistic and always saying that your cup is half full. Like, you just got to have that frame of thought. I feel going into any situation, you should actually live your life like that. I feel you welcome in more positive energy. So the yes list, I thought you were going some movie that's trending up on Netflix called Yes Day, but it's, I think, pretty much the same concept. You're just going forward, motivating yourself to say yes. Like,
maybe that's where the idea popped into my head, because one of my friends on Facebook said I gave my children a yes day the other day, and I actually commented under her picture, and I was like, yo, what is a yes day? Because I hope it's not what I think it is. Like, you said you gave your kids the yes day.
and then, they also, not that they stole from it, but the concept was, remember back in the day, the movie with Jim Carrey, where he could only say yes.
Oh, yeah. That was crazy.
But that's a dope idea. Yes list. Okay.
But yeah, man, I don't want to harp on that. I'm moving right along. The book of the week. Oh man, did I lose my page? There's some part I wanted to read out of here. No, I got it. Yo, Prodigy, my life, my infamous life. Prodigy, rest in peace.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. Yo, this book might be my favorite hip hop autobiography. I feel like I said that recently about something. No, I didn't. I said Kweli's autobiography was good, but this one might actually be my favorite hip hop autobiography of all time. And off top, just speaking from the heart, when AC, when we came up, I don't know if you remember, but I wasn't that huge on Mobb Deep. There was a lot of groups, and Mobb Deep was never like my top group. Never. Mobb Deep or Prodigy have it. But you know why this book is so dope? It's like when you watch a movie or when you watch a video and the video makes you like the song better. Yo, fam, imagine how reading someone's whole autobiography makes you turn around and look at everything they've done differently. Yo, I feel ashamed that I underestimated this brother in so many ways. Like, ever since I read, I read it a while ago, but I went back and rechecked out his catalog, and I have such a more finer. I don't think I've ever read a book and had a more of an appreciation for an artist than after I've read the book than this book. So he has a background, like a huge background. His grandmother owned a tap dance studio. Famous tap dancer. His father was many things. But he was a jazz player. His grandfather was a jazz player. But his family was just like epic on a level that I didn't imagine. I didn't realize that although he grew up privileged. Oh, I was gonna say I didn't know he grew up privileged, and it's hard to say he grew up privileged because he grew up with sickle cell as well, and it's hard to say someone with sickle cell grew up privileged. But his family wasn't broke. Let's say that is what I mean by privileged. But as far as someone with sickle cell, I've never known anyone about sickle cell, and I the most I've ever known about sickle cell is what I've read about Prodigy and in this book. And
okay.
Not only that, he had acute chest syndrome, which is madness. It's a tightening of the chest. It's like almost like a constant pneumonia thing. But in order for Prodigy to get to be the person that we saw, like everything in his background, it was almost like that story I told about Cupcake Brown last week. Where it was like, yo, how did this brother get here? Because
adversity, yeah,
right. There was a point in his life where he was like, yo, every day I was mad as hell at God and asking God, like, yo, saying, God, I don't fuck with you. Like, show me this shit is real. He just couldn't understand why he had to be in so much pain in his life. And then, for him to come through that. So not only did he have that obstacle as far as sickle cell, when he was able to come through the projects in Queensbridge, yo, every other like page, Prodigy is getting in the beef into this book. And you're like, yo, how did he survive? Like, it's drama. It's mad drama in here. So if you like drama, if you like he's a good ass storyteller. You get to learn about the ins and outs of how him and Havoc grew up. You learn about his dad, how his dad was a good dude. I mean, he used to be a Green Beret, but he got into kind of drugs and was crazy, and it was a crazy lifetime upbringing in Queens. However, Prodigy made it through, and even with sickle cell, he ended up passing an early death. Rest in peace, Prodigy. But
true, rest in peace.
Luckily, we got this gem. This is a gem. If you love hip hop autobiographies, you need this book straight up and down, yo, on everything. On everything.
I agree.
Prodigy, My Infamous Life, super dope. So yeah, that is my book review. I give this book it's hard for me to give it anything less than a 5 because I loved it. I don't like to give anything a 5 though. I'm really stubborn on that shit. What can I hate on? I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm not gonna hate. Stay motivated.
Yo, Prodigy, man, he's one of my favorites. I mean, I love him. And he's the one that, you know, through him and my beat put me on to one of my favorite producers, of course, The Alchemist, but Prodigy. I've had an appreciation for him for so long. And we, you know, as we grew up, we had sometimes opposite, I guess, affinities for certain artists. So I believe I was probably on Mobb Deep, or at least my appreciation for them might have peaked a little earlier in life than yours.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But, you know, he was, I don't know what to say, man. I could say so much and I ain't gonna harp on it, but he was great. And that book, I have that book also. That was one of the earlier hip hop autobiographies. And, yo, that book caused so much turmoil. Like, you know, I don't know if you remember when it was released.
No, I don't.
Yo, that stirred up a whole lot. Like, he had his hood. A lot of people in the industry was tight because, you know, P, he ain't hold back.
Yeah.
He didn't hold back. He put a lot of stuff out there. And
yeah.
I believe he released it like he had penned it, or majority of it, when he was locked up. And then I think it got kind of released when he was still in or when he got out. But long story short, yeah, man, it caused a lot of drama for him. And, you know, he rolled with it. And he was also one of the best performances I've seen live.
Oh, you saw him live?
Yeah. So, I mean, so, you know, for those that don't know, I went to Howard University, and being at Howard, I was fortunate to be able to see a whole slew of hip hop acts. Basically, if you came through Washington, D.C., Howard University was most likely on the rider. Like you were making some type of stop to try to perform at a venue.
That makes sense.
Somewhere affiliated with a venue, it's big business. And, you know, HU is HU, you know, so you were coming through the campus or some nearby club to perform, and we were probably given the chance to see you. I've seen Prodigy and Mobb Deep when I was like a freshman come through and just walk the yard. Like, I think they actually might have been in town, did a show, but I don't know if they performed. I don't remember, but long story short, they were on the yard. And when I mean they Mobb Deep and came through, they came through. It was like a wave, you know. It was a wave of people with them. And they were huge. And I seen him when he got out of jail. They performed, it might have been like for like the 20th anniversary for, well, what is it? Maybe Survival of the Illest.
I think you might be right.
And so his clarity and his performance was one of the best as far as articulating his words.
Oh, yeah?
You know? Yeah, and I believe it was because you could tell he was fresh out. My man was super yoked up, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was still hitting 500 push-ups a day. His breath control was the best I've ever seen. And I mean, like I said, I could go on, but, you know, that book caused a lot of issues.
I could see that, because in his book he spoke about one way he was kind of able to control sickle cell. A little bit was by staying in shape and adopting a healthy lifestyle. So I could see him being yoked up and looking like
he was on it. He was on it, man. You know, I'm glad they always his mural, you know, unfortunately had got damaged because he actually lived a lot of the things that he said. So when you say he had beef, and that beef, like I said, I've heard carried throughout, you know, beyond his death, because he touched people in all types of ways.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He was a live one, but rest in peace to P, man. Beautiful artist.
Rest in peace to that brother. Yeah, man. Let's get into the movie review. You know what I'm saying? The Tina joint on HBO Max. It was a surprise. I didn't even know it was coming. I was looking for something to watch, and I think you told me about it, right? Or maybe not.
No, I think you told me about it. You told me you peeped it online. I believe somebody would mention it online. So you were like, "Yo, this is out." And I was like, "Word?" So I went to check for it, and I'm scrolling around. I found it, and I had no idea it was out either. I had no idea it was out, and so when I stumbled,
it's a nice surprise for me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, when I stumbled across it, I want to say this was strong. This was say anything bad about that documentary. And it kind of restored or resurrected a love I have for her as an artist, man. She was it.
She was
it. Like, you can't really, the magnitude of artist she was, star, superstar, pop star. What can you say? She did it, bruh. I'm looking at it. I'm like, I did not know. Even watching the movie that Angela Bassett killed, in my opinion, you know, so she did her thing.
Yeah.
That was kind of one of my first takes on Tina Turner. I wasn't really up on any of the previous personal interviews and stuff, so I really got to know her through Angela Bassett, as a lot of people I did. I heard, you know, in this new documentary. But yeah, man, it's raw. She goes into it, and it reminds me of a lot of other artists when they want to say they don't really care to speak on different challenging, dark stages in their life. You know, everyone has to talk about Ike. It's a part of her history. It's a part of her life. And she talks so much about that. Or let's just say everyone talks about that.
Everybody got jokes about Ike, but if she talk about Ike, she don't smile about it. She's like, I don't really want to talk about the shit.
Bruh, it's real. It's nothing to smile about, but I get it. It's kind of like when you remember Biggie and Pac or anybody. It's like, are we gonna go through that again? Like, you bringing up that again? It's like, you can't interview one person without asking about this. It's like a part of your history. This is what happened. If we're gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. So I realized, you know, real quick, she wasn't, not so much to say uncomfortable, but she wasn't happy, you know, to have to address it every time. So she put out that movie to kind of get past it, which made sense. But in actuality, it just brought more attention to it, you know. And so, yeah, she had to roll with it. But man, let's talk about her in this documentary as far as how huge she was. I didn't know.
Rocking stadiums,
bruh. Like, I think one of them said over 160 or 180,000. And when you see the aerial view, when they zoomed out and you saw the aerial view of, it was as far as you could see the sea of people that were out there. Yo, it almost took my breath away, you know?
It did take my breath away. And then when they would zoom in on her, she was like a lioness stalking that stage. Like, yo, could you imagine the energy in the crowd? She probably had one of the livest shows.
Yo, you could feel the energy on the people's faces. Like, do you see these people rocking out with her, standing on shoulders? You know, it's something when you have grown adults on other adults' shoulders, and you know that motherfucker's heavy. Like, I'm looking at heavy motherfuckers, like, you know, they're heavy, woman or man, you know, on somebody's shoulders, and the person carrying them don't even care. Like, the person carrying them is just as
they'll take that L.
yeah. Facial wise, they're just
as long as one of us can see.
The person on top.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you gotta be kidding. Like, she did it, man. And you said Lioness, like, I loved her fucking hair. She rocked out her moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, her energy. I'm like, man, do you see she's riding off adrenaline?
Yo, I was gonna say I loved her transformation, and that had to have been from her inner energy, and that's why she was able to have that adrenaline, because the transformation from her, like you brought it up, from her being with Ike to her being alone, that takes tremendous strength. Like, where does that strength come from? Not everyone has that strength. Some people would have fell. Some people would like.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Ike was beating the shit out of her, man.
That is possibly an understatement. Like, she details the brutality, you know what I'm saying? And not just with his hands, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's using anything he can grab or that's near, you know? And then she kind of goes, I ain't gonna give it to the folks that haven't seen it, but yeah, she talks about, you know, the routine, damn near. It became routine that he would hit her with certain objects and then, you know, proceed to do other things. And I'm like, you can't blame her. Anyone in those shoes, you know, they don't want to talk about that shit.
Ike
as soon as you mention it, you know, brings a visual flashback, you know?
Ike felt that Breadwater and slapping Tina were God's given rights.
Listen, it's sad, but it reminded me almost instantly of the Billie Holiday.
That's exactly. I was wondering if you're going to bring that up. Same.
It did, you know, just as far as the parallel comparison to a man attempting to dominate, you know, this talented woman and put his hands on her physically, but just also have a strong hold on her career and to boost himself up. Because what's sad is that Ike was successful before and without Tina. You know, it's like
he was successful after her too.
Yes, he was. And so, you know, he was also a strong entity within himself. It's just, for those that don't know, he had issues with his previous artists or collaborators, or, you know, he felt as though leaving him. So when he got a hold of Tina, you know, he was attempting to not let her go whatsoever. And so, you know, well, I think they met up when she was 17. She was young. But for her to, like you said, she kind of found, lost, and then found herself again, all on that stage.
Right.
All on that stage from Ike, and then coming back, showing, you know, have her pitfall, but then bouncing back in like the middle of her life. She's like 50 years old.
Yo, that's the thing I thought. Like,
biggest artist in the world.
Yo, that's another motivator. You know, say it shows how to be motivated. Yo, so at 40 years old, she changed her whole everything. So
everything.
For those of us thinking that like it's too late in life and this, that, and the other, oh man, Tina really became Tina at 40. At 40.
Yeah. 40, 50. Like, I mean, come on.
And I found out her real name is not even Tina. I didn't mean to put that out there. I put it out there, but put it out there.
Yeah. You ain't remember the line, eat the cake and
Right.
Yeah, yes.
I didn't know all that. So it definitely gave you some new information.
But, you know, it's almost as if he stripped her identity and molded her into his, you know what I'm saying, ideal. You know what I'm saying? Like his image, you know, crafted a character to his liking, you know, but anyway, yeah, to get back to it, man, bruh, it says she did 230 shows in 18 months. My Lord. Come on now.
Yo, that's killing it.
This is after 50 when she came back, and she's killing it. I mean, she's killing it. She's winning everything you can think of, all the shows, all the awards, record of the year. And she's that age, you know? I'm not gonna say that old because it shows people that, yeah, it's no age limit on this thing, man. And she's moving. Like I said, she had moves. Like, you kidding me?
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Killing it. I don't have that many moves.
She had moves. Man, look, I'd be scared to try that many moves. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like I said, it was adrenaline. Adrenaline. A lot of that, it reminded me, like she said, she had a church background, gospel background, Baptist church. And so her roots were deep rooted in that. And a lot of those moves, like you can tell, like that spirit that got her, that, you know, overcame in her, even when she was on the stage. Man, that's something that you find in the church. You go to any Black Baptist church, you see that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. I felt like I was at church watching her. That's a good point.
Yeah, you see it, man. You see it.
You felt like it was easy to get caught up in the Holy Spirit watching her.
Fam, you go to any Black church, I'm telling you, Baptist church, you know, I speak because I came, you know, my family was a part of a Baptist church. You see it. You be like, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah. I get it, you know. But yeah, man, the strong movie, great movie. I can't say much like if we're gonna give it a rating, man, I gotta probably give that a 5. I can't say nothing.
It was dope. It was dope.
It was a 4.55. Like I can't really. I'm gonna just go higher just for the fact that, man, she is it, bro. Like she is it, and she still looks great. You know, they're interviewing her. She's alive and well.
Oh
And she's talking.
yeah,
I
for
didn't know
sure.
she was a Buddhist or followed Buddhism. Like that was dope. You know, I have a few
Namayo
friends.
Horenkayo.
Right, I have a few friends that follow Buddhism, and it just that kind of was like,
Namayo
oh,
Horenkiyo.
okay, like that sense of self is different. Is different. Um, have you ever went to a monastery?
No, it's on my bucket list. I can't believe I haven't been there yet, but there's a few places similar to that I want to go to. You know me. You know I want to go to a place like that, but I haven't been yet. Yeah, man, I hope I get to go, man, because the way shit is looking, like, are the monks in the monastery wearing masks right now?
I don't know.
Are the monks getting vaccinated? What's the monks' take on vaccinations?
We got to do our Googles. We'll do our Googles after the show. I don't know because I can't answer that. I don't know.
I want to know. I want to know what them boys is thinking.
Hey, me too.
If the monks take it, I might take it. Has the Dalai Lama got his shots? Or is the Dalai Lama like, fuck that?
Has COVID even infiltrated their community? Who knows? But yeah,
These are the questions.
Man. But that aspect of her was dope, man, and I liked the movie, man. I really liked it. It was strong.
It was dope. It was very, very good. But so you give it a 5? Yo, do you think it was as good as Biggie's joint? Did you give Biggie's a 5?
No, I didn't. I thought I was definitely.
Biggie's joint was tight. I don't know. Biggie's joint
I gotta go back.
Biggie's joint had replay value. Biggie definitely had replay value.
I think I gave Biggie a 4.5, maybe a 4 or a 4.5. But if you go back to the episode, the only thing I said about Biggie, right, that I would have liked to see was Lil' Kim, her take on everything, because I felt like he had the usual suspects, and not that her not being in it doesn't validate the movie. It didn't take anything away from it. I personally would have
gave us the perspective that we're missing.
Yeah, only because they gave everyone a spotlight, and I just felt like she was the only. I couldn't think of anyone else that was missing than her. You can instantly see she wasn't a part of it. So that was, I would have just personally liked to see her take on everything. But other than that, Biggie's joint definitely have replay value. And you know what? Also, I might be leaning with this Tina joint. I told you about my love for the 80s, man. I love 80s music. And so, with her being so big in the 80s and some of my good movies, favorite movies, she has, a backdrop or some type of affiliation with soundtracks. Like you've seen her in the Mad Max movies and stuff. Like, yo, you might get a couple points on the scoreboard from me just rocking out in the 80s. If you were strong in the 80s.
Yo, what year did Top Gun come out? These are the questions.
Oh, Top Gun?
Was that 80s? Or was that early 90s? Yeah, I heard they're making like a new Top Gun.
I heard, and you know what? They are, because I actually saw a preview for that. So I'm just wondering, like, I hope it's gonna be strong, because I'm pretty sure he's a part of it.
Speaking of the 80s,
86, Top Gun came out in 86. Yeah, Sweet Dreams. Yeah, there you go. You already know.
Yeah, let me cut it out. Oh man, what year did Top Gun come out? 86.
86. Yeah.
I know, right? I should bust that.
Yeah, I think the new Top Gun is called Maverick.
Chill, the boy Maverick is back. That's crazy.
Yeah. Was Ice still alive? Yeah, Ice was still alive. I think they didn't kill Ice.
You know what's crazy? Is it good? You said it. What did you say about Ice?
Ice, Val Kilmer. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. You know what? This is a good Maybe it's not. I kind of lost my train of thought. I did. I was gonna fuck something up. But what I was trying to connect that I can't connect, but I'm still gonna try to connect is that I was gonna say I was thinking Mel Gibson was in Top Gun, but he's not in Top Gun. It's just Tom Cruise. But
Yeah.
did you see the interview in Tina with Mel Gibson sitting next to him? I can't remember who was interviewing them, but did you see Mel Gibson sitting next to her?
Yeah, they asked about Ike and was telling Tina, did she know he had just got recently arrested for like cocaine
Exactly,
or something like that?
exactly. And the reason I bring it up is because now that I know Mel Gibson's racist ass history, as she's telling that story about Ike, you need to go back and look at Mel Gibson's face. And all I could only imagine the racist things that were running through his head as they was talking about Ike. Just things I noticed.
I remember his face somewhat, and he did look as though like they're bringing that up. Like, okay, let's. He kind of sat back, and I'm thinking he's wondering how you gonna curve this one. You know, how you gonna address this one? But you know, she was a class act. You know,
Right.
she was a class act in her answer, and didn't even allude to any negativity. She wished the man the best, and man,
Yeah.
she played it like a G. She played it like a G. True,
Yeah.
true classy woman. You know.
Yeah, so shout out to Tina Turner. She
Yeah,
took
man.
that man's name. She was like, if I'm taking one thing, it's this name, motherfucker, this name.
Bruh. Tina. Man.
Ike was mad as hell, but he couldn't do anything anymore because she took back her power. That is motivation. These stories are motivating. Prodigy story, Tina's story, they're motivating. So how to get motivated? Find your muses. Find people that inspire you. Find people that have conquered the odds before you. Find people that are you when you're younger, and then see what you would tell them to conquer the. Be motivated that you are in a position now to help someone who is now in a position that you used to be in, but now you can help them. So helping someone else get to where they want to go tends to help you get where you want to go. So helping someone else, in turn, the energy is going to end up motivating you somehow, because when you put out energy, it comes back. So if you're helping someone get to where they want to go, whatever the energy it is, it could be a person, it could be a situation, something is going to help motivate you and bring you to where you want to go to. So help other people get to where they want to go to, and somebody will help you get to where you want to go to.
Yes, facts.
So yeah, we've come to the portion of the day that's just the news of the day. I just have a few bits and pieces here and there. Let's see here. You know what? I forgot to read a couple. I feel slightly ashamed about. But I'll go with the easy ones first. Godzilla. Oh, let me turn this beat down. My bad. I guess it wasn't that loud. Okay, I turned it off. So, where the hell is it? Oh, Godzilla vs. King Kong director Adam Wingard is being hailed to direct the Thundercats new movie for Warner Brothers. Please do not fuck this up, Warner Brothers. Yo, dog, do you know how long I've been waiting to see a Thundercats movie?
Let me get up close and personal, my man. Yo. Yo. You just boosted my day. You telling me they're making a fucking Thundercats movie?
Yeah, it's about time, right?
Oh, my
Like,
Lord.
jeez Louise.
You
Like,
can't
come
mess
on.
this up. You can't
No.
mess this up, you know?
No.
They're making a Thundercats movie.
Yo,
That's what can I say, man? That's huge. That's huge. And you know, all the new cats, they might not give a fuck. They ain't gonna understand what it is, but boy, come on, man. 80s baby. Oh,
Yeah.
you already know. Come on, man.
it's like an 80s babies topic today.
Come on, man.
So, yo, did you know, I don't know if you knew this, but the guy who did Panthro's voice in the original cartoon is the same actor that played Bill Cosby's dad on The Cosby Show.
No, you said Panthro?
Yeah, the guy who played his voice in the cartoon is Bill Cosby's father on The Cosby Show.
Oh, okay. Nah, I had no idea.
So I hope can you kind of remember his voice now or no?
I just know he had some type of dominating voice.
Like
That reminded me
like
of
a
someone.
gravelly voice.
Yeah, strong like a Mr. T and shit. Like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Panther was no joke.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that should be coming out in 2022. So that is that is pretty dope. In other news, good news of the day.
That
Black.
comes out today, right?
What comes out? Godzilla vs King Kong.
Yeah.
Is it the 31st today? Yeah, man. They crazy as hell putting it out on Wednesday, trying to make people lose their jobs and not be paying attention to their job watching a movie. Because I'm definitely in there for Godzilla vs King Kong. Is you crazy?
Yeah, we in there. Okay, go ahead. My bad, cut you off.
Matter of fact, next week Wednesday. You already know what it is.
Next week Wednesday. Word up. Okay, cool.
The good news of the day I found is that Black history lessons to be made mandatory in Welsh schools. Almost 35,000 people have called for Britain's colonial past to be taught in school lessons. And now they're going to be, all Welsh schools are going to have a new curriculum to be introduced in 2022. And it's based on 6 areas of learning and experience. But it doesn't exactly say what the schools should be teaching. It just says Black history, so that's kind of vague. I'm saying it's good history because I feel like Black history should have been taught in every school every day as much as everyone else's history. Like Asian history, white people history, Black people, everybody history should be taught all the time. But I'm glad that the Welsh community is finally realizing that and taking steps to change history, I suppose you should say. So shout out to them, and I'm glad they'll be teaching Black history. But I do hope that they, like I said, they weren't specific about what parts of Black history or like what they would be teaching. So I just hope they have some good teachers, because a lot of the times you'll have a teacher who doesn't, who's teaching the subject matter but is not familiar with the subject matter.
Right.
Like I suppose it can be done depending on the authenticity of the person, but I'll give you a rough example. Maybe this is not a great example or analogy, but one time I went to Norway and I got Chinese food, and I got sick on tour for like the next week and a half. And my thought was, I should never got fucking Chinese people. I mean, gotten Chinese food from a Norwegian man. So yeah. I said, maybe that's not the best analogy, but I think you were seeing where I was going. I think maybe.
So, that's. It's funny you say that, right? So I try to sum up this whole topic right here. A couple questions come to mind. One, as you said, what's going to be the content of these Black history lessons? Like, okay, you're going to throw us this bone? Thank you, long overdue. But who's vetting this content? Who's curating this stuff? Like, I want to know what you consider Black history and what's going to actually be taught. Okay, we need to determine that. And then, forgive me, I'm not up on, I guess, the geographic breakdown of Welsh. Like, how big is that reach? Is that like a community, a country? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So when you say they're going to be taught in Welsh schools, how vast does that span? Like, what does that cover?
Well, Welsh is Welsh people are from Wales, and Wales is part of the United Kingdom, and
right.
So like it's like Wales, England, and they make up the United Kingdom. And another.
Does that mean piece. All of UK is all of UK?
I don't know. The article is like kind of being vague, and that's what's slightly suspicious. It's a very short article, but I thought like they're trying to do the right thing, so I'm gonna highlight these guys. Hopefully, they don't drop the bag.
Okay. Well, yeah. Big up to them for even let's just say sparking it off. We got to start somewhere. So. Something's better than nothing, right? Let's stay positive and
right.
They're gonna motivate, hopefully, the rest of the people, their neighbors, to, let's get this thing jumping.
Right. So another piece of news that I saw, which is, I guess we were kind of expecting it. I don't know if you saw, but couple days ago, I saw Ghislaine Maxwell, the longtime associate of Jeffrey Epstein, was charged in a federal court for the first time for sex trafficking of a minor. Like, she was finally charged. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh, so but that's the lady, basically who was helping him, right? That everyone wanted her charged, and she was still evading charges. Somehow she wasn't. They got her now.
Yeah, they got her. And I also read another report the other day. I wish I would have saved it, and because I wanted to like check out the validity. Is that the way how you say that word, validity, of the article? And it was saying that the judge got the documents or got like the inside scoop or whatever, and found out that the information he received was so explosive that they had to hide it from the American public or the public in general. Like, as far as like who was really in on like the sex trafficking, said it was, you know, they not gonna show us.
I did see something
That's
where
crazy.
it said it was so crazy. Like the information received was like on some beyond belief type stuff. And I'm like, man, what? I was about to say, what is too crazy? But then again, yeah, you know, it's some stuff out there that I'm sure it's just beyond imagination. Some people think you done seen it all. It's a movie done it, but nah, it's some crazy stuff, man. So I don't know what the brother was on, but in due time, someone's gonna leak that information, right?
Yeah, it's
That's
gonna
what I'm just
happen.
thinking, like-
We're gonna find out this information one way or another. It's like
Right. If the courts
trying
receive the facts, it's gonna get put out there.
It's like the alien information they keep dangling. We're gonna get the information sooner or later, and Mr. Alien might give it to him himself. Give it to us himself.
No, I try to stray away from the alien stuff, man. You know, we shall see, but that stuff's deeper than rap. You know what I mean?
You know what? I am like playing with fire, because the way, as much as I talk about it, it's almost as if I want them boys to come visit me. I'm just interested. I'm just, you know, I'm a sci-fi guy. I'm not afraid of the shit. Yeah, I'm a weirdo like that. When my dad, before he was passing away, I said to him, I was like, "Yo, Dad, when you become like a ghost, come visit me." I know you got that face on like you crazy as hell, and he kind of was looking at me the same way. He was like, "Why?" And I was like, I didn't necessarily have an answer, but my point in saying that is this like sci-fi and the occult, the mystical, the unseen. That shit is like, it attracts me. So maybe I am playing with fire, because it's like one of those movies you talking shit and then the exorcist shows up at your house. Like, was all that shit you was talking?
Yeah, I mean, here's what it is, right? I love sci-fi. I don't know about attempting to communicate with them, you know what I'm saying, on that other side, but
no, you know what? Wait a minute. I had a Ouija board at your house. Yeah, we had a Ouija board at your house, inside of your house. I don't know, and I wasn't inside your house alone. Yo, I know I was there and you was there, and the Ouija board, we was messing with it in your house, and I can't remember what grade we were in, but I remember the Ouija board came to my house and my mom found it and cussed me out and told me to get that joint out my house. So yeah, maybe that's why you don't mess with it now, because that joint was moving back in the day. I don't know. All I know is I had it and I got rid of it. I don't remember what I did with it, but mom, I hid it in the closet. And Mom found it when she was like in the linen closet folding shit. Yo, dog, I got screamed on like she saw a ghost. Like, she was shook. Like,
yeah, your moms don't play. And if your moms don't play that, she definitely don't play that. Like,
yo,
I know that about your mom. Like, if it's one thing, if she liked it, she loved it, but man, she ain't about that. You gonna know she is not about that instantly. Like, nah, she not having.
Yeah, her energy speaks 1,000 volumes. With mega bass.
That's crazy. I don't even remember that. But if you say it, I give it up. Yeah, that's wild. I can't set the house on it and deny it. But I know I'm not about trying to, start no relationships with the other side. You know what I'm saying? If they
one time I felt like I had someone following me.
Listen,
that's
I just
story.
hope if they around and they near me, watching over me, it's it's with good intention. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. I've definitely had some experiences where I've had someone that can actually speak or communicate with people, tell me a situation about a loss of a relative that was passed away, you know what I'm saying, of mine. And what he explained to me, no one else could explain.
Word up. Now I'm with that. Now I believe you. I believe you.
It was my first and only time where I've had a conversation with someone that can talk to the other side or communicate with the, let's say, people that have already crossed over. And he almost tried to warn me what he didn't almost know how to approach me and ask or talk to me about it, because he knew it was going to flip me out, because as he explained, it flips people out, but it's a gift that he kind of has. And I had a totally new found like eye opener, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit is real, besides like, what was it, Long Island Medium, when the lady, you know what I'm saying?
I saw her. I was waiting for you to I didn't want to butt in, but me and my mom went to like Trenton, some stadium, some indoor stadium, and she rocked the house like she was KRS-One. She was, walking around like picking people, like your auntie from 10 years ago is behind you, and she says you need to clean up your dinner. Like she was like killing it, just walking around, and people was like, "There's no way, I could have known that." Like, so yeah, we're real talk. I wanted her to come over to me because this is after Dad passed. This is why me and Mom was on some shit like let's speak to the. And I seen a different medium too, and I can confirm what you're saying. Like they were saying some crazy. I hold something in my wallet to this day because of what that medium said on the phone.
Wow. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah. Broadway, I know you know about that stuff. Shout out to Broadway.
Peace, Broadway. Word.
But yeah, man, moving right along. Some other good news, or some just some news. I mean, it's dope to me. It's painting by Haitian Puerto Rican artist Jean-Michel Basquiat sells for $41.9 million, setting a record. Crazy.
Run it up, man. I hope keep running it up, man.
Yo, you see this painting? My man is super, super talented. Super talented. 41.9 million dollars, and I often tell my daughter, get on your Grizzly.
Indeed.
Stop playing. She got some dope shit. I had some shit up on the wall. I would show you guys, but I took it down, not because it was whack.
Nah, absolutely. But that's so dope, because he's just opening the door. He's letting, little girls and boys, or grown people, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't never too old. Like we talked about with Tina, you know what I'm saying? It could be someone 50, 60 that just gets the inspiration and gets the spirit and just like, starts writing, starts drawing, starts painting, you know what I'm saying? Starts singing. But you sell for 41, another kid can sell for 81. Shit, 21, you know what I'm saying? Like a couple mil, but the fact that they know it's possible, come on, man.
Right, exactly. Just knowing it's possible is a motivator. So these are how to stay motivated. Look at other people who have done what you want to do, and they will motivate you.
Especially, and him being a man of color, you look at him and he looks like us, a representation where it's like, that could be me right there.
Right. So yeah, man, that just about wraps it up for the news of the day. I have one other thing, but I didn't go in and read the article, so maybe I want to save it, but I won't because I'm looking at it now. Nepalese climbers removed 2.2 tons of trash from Everest while tourists were away. I just think that's incredibly dope. I did actually kind of breeze through the article yesterday, and it said a guy in the article said them removing that rubbish. He called it rubbish. I called it trash. He called it rubbish. One time when I came to America, when I first moved to America, my class laughed at me for calling the trash rubbish. I was in class and I was like, I need to put I put my hand up and I was like, where's the rubbish? Yo, the whole class. It's funny the things you fucking remember, asshole kids. Anyhow.
Yeah, man. We used to tear you up when we was younger though. We used to get on you though.
I don't think I've ever called trash rubbish again.
What was it? Water. You used to say water. You would skip the T. It was certain words we used to just like say that shit again, say that shit again. You know what I'm saying? But the girls like that shit. I remember you used to laugh and joke with us, but the girls like that shit.
They did. They certainly did. They did. They did. But anyhow, so yeah, these Nepalese climbers removed 2.2 tons of trash from Everest while tourists were away, and one of the climbers said he saw their job like as if God was moving a thorn from his side. That's how he perceived them to be removing this trash from the mountains. Very epic shit. 2.2 tons of trash. Thank you, brothers. I'm sure that's gonna do well for that area and the planet in general. There's people out there doing good things, man.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Salute to them.
Yeah, salute to them.
Yo,
salute to all.
Fucking I'm just thinking like the amount of trash. Like that's what a ton is. What 2,000 pounds? So you're talking about over 4,000 pounds of trash. And I know over this past weekend, I made 2 trips to the landfill because, as you know, I've been moving, and so the amount of just trash cardboard alone, like I had to make trips to the landfill, you know what I'm saying? And I looking at the landfill was fucking packed. Like all these people, all these cars going to the landfill that is for the county that I live in. It's huge business. I'm looking like trash is big business, but the fact that they doing something positive, I just had to, personalize that real quick to realize, like, imagine how much shit that is. Because I was at a landfill over the weekend, couple trips, and looking at a lot of fucking trash. A lot of rubbish
what fucking annoys me is that people are so... Yo, I feel you. What annoys me is that people are so damn nasty that, like, you know how many masks I've seen laying on the ground? Like, fam, just walk to the garbage can. Like, you're so... how are we trying to get rid of this COVID shit and you're leaving your mask on the ground? Like, are you an imbecile?
You know what it is, too? It's just a matter of caring. You just got to want to care. I've been at stages where I didn't care. I used to be, so I might toss something on the floor or something while eating something. But as I got older, it was just like, I hate doing it. And it kills me to see other people doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll snap at my kids if I ever see them throw something out the car. You know what I'm saying? Or anything like that.
Yeah, I suppose it does come from the home.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't play with that shit at all.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, but salute to them for doing it, man. But yeah, it's sad that it was even that much to begin with, that they were able to pick up that much shit,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, shout out to those Nepalese brothers. So yeah, man, we've come to the end of the show, 7:18. I feel like it was a great show.
Yes, sir.
Ace Wonder, always love your perspective. Anything you got for the people before we sign off?
No, man. But let's just stay en route with the core concept of today, man. Motivation. Find it, get the inspiration. Like you said, put up pictures of people that you idolize, you can build from, learn from something. I'm big on vision boards, so you can throw up some things on a vision board. But yeah, man, just try to find your motivation, some inspiration somewhere, and each one teach one, and just keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. Word
up. So we've come to our quote of the day. It's straightforward, but I love it. It goes a little something like this. When life gives you 100 reasons to break down and cry, show life that you have 1,000,000 reasons to smile, laugh, and stay strong. Let's go. Cymarshall Law, Ace Wonder, Cymarshall Law Show, episode 57. How to stay motivated. Love y'all. See y'all on Friday. Well, we're going to have my brother Execute on the show. Dope ass producer. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to interview that brother and we're going to get it in. So Execute. Hope you're out there listening. We're going to get it in. Yo.